Bam, we're live. Happy Friday for those of you that are watching this while it's happening. Man, we're having a busy season. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of work out there. So I hope you guys are finding all that you need and getting it. All right, we're going to break right down into this. We are on day 24. You believe it? This is the first time I've ever gone live every day for 24 days in a row. And it's definitely, it's interesting. Some days I can get on live right away on YouTube. Other days it takes a minute. So, all right, here we are. So again, we are doing a 30-day AI prompt challenge for remodelers, right? So every day you come here and I walk you through the pillars that we have at the Remodeling Academy, right? This is what it takes to run a successful remodeling business. You got to have business acumen in all 6 areas or disciplines. Now, so what I did was I took those 6 disciplines that you need to run a successful business, and then I have broken them out, and every day I give you an AI prompt that will help you in one of those areas. So we are currently in the area 5. So let's get into it. And today's day 24. So we're going to talk about how you optimize your advertising and your lead generation on Facebook, most likely. And I go through this right now. So I am utilizing social media a lot myself and use an ads manager right through Meta. And there's a lot to making sure that you're getting your message out there. First, you have to have the words that you say. Then you have to make sure you're reaching your ideal client. You got to make sure that you're getting the ad in front of those people that are your ideal client. Give me 1 second here. And to do all that, it takes a plan. All right. So again, we're on pillar 5, marketing and advertising, ideal client, and strategic growth. So here we go. You know what I do? I'm going to show you for just a second the behind the scenes of part of this. Let me see something. No, maybe I can't. Yeah, let me look. Where do I? So I use an AI app to make this presentation, but I want you what you guys probably don't know is, let me share this for just a second with you. So here's how I come up with the content that I share with you guys every day, right? Just so you can see behind the scenes. I write this part out. I sit here on a Google Doc and I put why it matters, and then I come into here's the prompt that I want. Then I take that content and I drop it into the AI machine, right? So let me bring that over for you. So here you go. I want to run a Facebook ad, right? Here's here's that content. Optimize this message for the guide. And I asked it to put some emojis, bold, italic text, etc. Right? So I do that. I want you guys to understand that I write the content that you see here, and then I ask AI to jazz it up a little bit, right? So it has these emojis and bold text. And anyway, that's how because it takes time to put all this together every day. And anyway, so now you guys understand. So it's not like I just have it made up. This is real content. All right, here we go. So why does all this matter? Look, creating content is powerful. When you amplify that content, you can reach more of your ideal clients. And this is where the real advertising comes in, right? So you got to understand that ad budgets, they can be wasted. Just because you're putting something on Facebook or Instagram and paying for an ad, that doesn't mean you're going to get clients. The ad's got to work, okay? If your message is off or you're targeting the wrong people, wrong, won't work. So I'd like to use the word strategic. Got to have a real plan, right? And you can utilize AI to assist with that, but it won't do all the work for you. Now, If you go back to day 21, we talked about your ideal client avatar, right? So you want to make sure you have that. And remember the day after that, we talked about your unique value proposition. So you want to use that. And that's how you can transform and how you attract the high quality leads. And what this all does is you want to make sure your message is going out to people that you want to work for. All right. So remember, we have come up with something here at the Remodeling Academy called ARI, Applied Relational Intelligence. And that is the insight, right, that I upload into the AI machine, right? And that's how I help get the answers. Because the insight, you have to remember that people buy, many people buy on an emotional level. There's a few people out there that will purchase based on numbers and facts, but more people than you can imagine will purchase based off of emotions. If you've ever been in a real estate transaction, you can see it. People like, oh, this is my dream house and this is why I'm going to buy it. And it could have a slew of problems, but it's on the street name, it has the house number. People get superstitious and buy all kinds of things that make no sense. I've been doing this for a long time, and that's what I can tell you. So we're utilizing the applied relational intelligence so that we understand the person that we're trying to position our remodel project to. All right. And when you do that, you can help them purchase in a way that they understand. So you emotionally resonate with your client and you touch on their fears, their wants, and their values. All right. So how do we do that? Because we focus on our ideal audience. For me, I like mid 40s up, right? 50s. Those people have money. Usually people in their early 20s and 30s, there are exceptions, right? Somebody gets an inheritance, somebody's given by their parents, but in general, older people have more disposable income, especially once kids get out of the house, like right into college. Then all of a sudden parents are like, we've been dreaming about doing this kitchen. We can't wait to build this family room, right? And you want to look for busy families that aren't going to be DIY and stuff, right? You want a husband that's working, ideally a mom that's working out in the field, and they just need someone to come in and do the job. Those are the people that we want to work for. Also, how about some retirees? They can be good as well. All right, so you've picked your platform and you understand, am I going to be on Facebook, Instagram? Am I going to do Google ads? You got to pick. I have found that for some things, Facebook works really good. Also, if you have more high-end design work, that might work a little bit better on the Instagram side. So you have to figure out how you're going to target your ideal clients. Now, you want to always lead with the benefit. Not that you're great, but like, what's it going to do for the homeowner? And then you back it with proof, and then you have a call to action. So you got to show them what's in it for them. What's the homeowner going to get if they decide to go with you? I can use my parents, for example. They wanted a new front door, and the company was offering a couple bonuses, and that's why my parents purchased the front door from this company. They could have purchased a front door from a lot of different people, but this company was offering some extra bonuses. That's why they went with them. All right. So I would consider offering some sort of a consultation or design, offer them some sort of a guide, get something so that you engage the audience online that you don't have to physically do. It's something automatic. You set this up, you do an API, you have something on autoresponder in your website. So the homeowner's like, I want to get more information. They type in their name, their address, email address, and boom, that guide gets sent over to them in their email, and you could be asleep, right? Then you get up in the morning, bam, we got a lead. Then you follow up with them. Now, most people are visual, so you want to have good pictures of things. I remember when we wanted to start doing screened-in porches and larger decks, we went around, got a really nice photos of one of our most recent screened-in porches and decks, put that on a mailer, sent that out to some high-end neighborhoods, and then, boom, the calls started coming in because we put a nice example of what they could put on the back of their house. All right. Showcase some of your best work. And if you have a really good project, make sure you get some good lighting set up. Like here, when I'm doing this, I have a light on each side, right? So I don't have shadows. You want to take good pictures of your better projects so that especially if they're interior photos. If you're taking exterior photos, make sure you have the sun as not casting a big shadow, right? Good photos And I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. It's worth having somebody at least edit them if you're going to take them yourself. All right, so this is how you can have AI assist you. Again, AI is not doing all the work, but it is helping you, okay? So here's the prompt that you're going to type in. You say, I want to run a Facebook ad campaign. I want to target homeowners in my area that are interested in remodeling. Help me write 2 versions of the copy, right? Because you're going to do split testing when you run ads. You want to have 2 versions so you can see which one is drawing better. Each should have a headline, some sort of a hook, an attention grabber, 2 to 3 sentences of some text, right? Highlighting your unique value proposition. We've talked about it on a previous episode. So, do you offer stress-free, right? Homeowners get worried about you as the remodeler not doing a good job and causing them a lot of anxiety. So you let them know that, no, ma'am, you hire us, it's going to be stress-free. We're going to knock this out of the park. You don't have to worry. You can rest and take it easy now that you've hired us. We're professionals. So you want to speak to that stress level that the homeowner is experiencing. And no homeowner feels good usually about getting into a relationship with a remodeler because they're scared to death that you're going to destroy their home and not give it back to them in 6 weeks like you've promised. All right. So you're going to put in a call to action. That is, do they put their email address in to get something from you? Do they schedule a free plan, a consultation? What are you going to offer? What are you going to give them so that they will provide you with their contact information? I suggest you have this as part of your web content. So a lot of this can be done. However, a lot of homeowners will still phone call. They'll pick up a phone and call. So you got to have someone answering the phones during the day. If you are on a job site, then you got to transfer your phones over and have somebody live, an AI, some sort of an assistant, a virtual assistant, your aunt, your parents. Somebody has to answer that phone and take the live call. We used a really good answering service in the Midwest that had all their representatives were very down to earth and sweet. And when we started using that answering service, I would be in the office and not answer the phone. I would let the answering service answer the initial calls because they were so good at presenting a nice Southern, warm, hospitality type style personality. All right. And when you have that, it makes a big difference. All right. So make the tone appealing to the ideal client who values quality and service, not cheapest price. Also suggest an image concept if you can. And basically, I need a compelling ad text that will make you click if you're dreaming of a remodel. So look, the best ads don't shout. They just speak directly to the soul of your client. Focus on connection, not clicks. You want something that just, man, the person that sees your ad goes, damn, that's what we want to do. All right, so here's 2 versions for you. Ad possibly number 1. Your dream kitchen built without the stress. You see what we're doing? So you say in there, tired of flaky contractors, messy remodels. Our design first client guided process ensures a remodeling experience that's smooth, transparent, and tailored to you from concept to completion. We handle the stress so you can enjoy the results, right? Schedule your design consultation today. Let's bring the concept to life. Now, I would remove the word free personally, but a glowing modern kitchen with a couple casually, right? So here's the photo and designed for life, built for you. Have some sort of a tagline that's unique to your company. All right, numbers, the second version that you would probably want to run. Again, you want to split test. Remodeling done right, on time, on budget, on purpose. Letting people know that you're very direct, you know what you're doing. Right? Most contractors promise quality. We prove it with a proven system, proactive communication, a spotless project warm-up. If you value craftsmanship, clarity, and confidence in your contractor, we might be the team for you. Boom. There's your message, nice and direct. Book your no-pressure consultation. Quality starts with the first conversation. Before and after photo slider of a transformed bathroom or kitchen. Text overlay, results you can trust. There you go. So just like that, you've got 2 good concepts for your Facebook or Instagram ads that you're going to run online. I would also adjust the prompt if you're going to do mailers. Some people think that doing mailers is old fashioned. I'm going to tell you right now that there are a lot of people that will grab that mailer, especially if that mailer has a coupon on it. $250 off, $500 off, $1,000 off of a $25,000 or more project, right? There are a lot of people that will grab that mailer and they'll stick it on their fridge, put it on their bulletin board, and then they're going to, when they're ready to do the project, you're going to be one of the people that gets the call. And you can send out a couple thousand mailers. Sure, you're not going to get thousands of responses, but the responses that you get are going to be good responses. So, all right, guys, I'm going to stop sharing. So, boom, you've made it through 24 days, and we only have 6 more to go. So, have a good one. And again, come over to the Remodeling Academy. You can go to our Facebook group, Remodelers Helping Remodelers. If you have any questions, if you want any extra insight, if you want to get a copy of any of the prompts that we've given out any of the days, I can set you up with that. All right. And again, you've got to take advantage of the power that's out there right now. Your business could be much more efficient, and you could have less stress and work a little bit less behind the scenes, right? Because you can get things done a little bit quicker now. And at the same time, if you're just in that process where you're starting to transition, if you're becoming less of the self-employed on the tools all day guy, then when you do have time to be in your office or in your truck or in the back of the trailer and you have the laptop set up, you need to be more, you want to make sure you're as efficient as possible. And these are tools that will get you there faster, right? This is how you can take that first or third year business and boom, make it look like you've been doing things for 7 to 10 years. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll be back tomorrow. See ya.